They know exactly what they're doing and talking about, and they just hit all the boxes. My name's Stephanie, and I'm in Burlington, Ontario, which is just outside of Toronto in Canada. And I guess maybe my deep dive into natural, like holistic living in general, started when I was trying to have kids initially. And then from there, it was just sort of like a general interest. And I started making like really easy oil-based like moisturizers for fun in my kitchen. It was like, I just was a lot more conscious of, what I was putting on my skin, what I'm putting in my body. And it was also like pretty easy and pretty inexpensive way to like, make lotions and stuff. So that's sort of how it started initially. And then I just did that for years and years and years. And then I think for me, it was just like a very natural progression. It was very much a COVID-led thing. It was just like I was looking online and I wanted actually a product for myself that was natural, something specific, and I didn't know how to make it. So I started did like a deep dive online to see what was out there. And like I was looking on Etsy and I was looking on various sites and I was just comparing natural products that you see like, in the drugstore, and I couldn't find it. And then I think literally that's when the school kind of popped up. Again, super like interest based. And I looked at your certification program and I was like, well, this is cool. I'm not really doing anything right now. And I kind of need something to like look forward to and pump up my mood. Yeah, I really liked it. And then I thought about what I was looking for initially and why I was, online. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try and do this, make this product on my own. Like I'm learning all about preservatives and like everything. It was just, my mind was blown. And so then I continued to just do, again, the diploma course, which was just super interesting. And I whipped through it. It just opened my eyes and this whole new world. And I just sort of decided, you know what, I'm going to make it and I'm just going to go for it. Let's just brand it. Let's just do this. I don't know. It just kind of went that way. And I just sort of didn't really look back. Always had an interest, and I know like a lot of friends, I am sort of the one that people would go to and sort of ask these questions about sort of like, more holistic, whatever it may be, like they're talking about vitamins or again, the stuff they do put in their hair or on their skin or whatnot. Like I was just sort of the go-to just because I genuinely am very interested, but I'm also like, I never want to preach, and I understand everyone always has their, limits or financially or personally, or they just don't care. And I fully respect that. But like, if people ask me, I'll just say, this is what I do, but so take that if you want, whatever, and walk away with it and do what you will. It was just, yeah, all interest based. And the fact too, like I was looking for something and, I'd go on Etsy and I get like, I started in my kitchen, literally, like I'm sure everyone did, especially, in the school, like you got to start somewhere. I don't know. It just didn't seem like 100% either sanitary or like the quality control wasn't there or the preservatives were like, yeah, like we put this in it, but you only have a month to use it sort of thing. And I wanted something that I felt confident handing over to my friends or my friends' children or, in the family, like had safe preservatives, but was very shelf stable and also very transparent as to what was in it. That was also sort of my goal. I was super interested in the preservatives. Like I just had no idea what that's all about. And I'm still kind of learning. I know what I like to use and what I'm comfortable using right now. And I'm actually at a space. I'm not part of the club that you guys have yet, but I've been thinking about it, and I'm kind of at that point where I'm ready to kind of learn more and build on what I've learned and like build that confidence. But the preservative route was sort of something I was just super interested in because, like I said, even though I started off in my kitchen and whatever, my whole thing was to have it like safe. Because actually, I've even been to the drugstore and got like, natural products. And it's only happened once because obviously it wouldn't happen all the time. But I opened like a conditioner and like it had mold in it. And this is the stuff that like was at the drugstore. Do you know what I mean? And I was just, I've also picked up stuff. Actually, I've been at the farmer's market where I bought like a natural sunscreen. And a week later, like it was moldy, but I just don't want that. I would die. And so even when I first did my products, before I started selling things online, like I did get it, like I paid to have it tested professionally. It was very expensive, but the peace of mind is like, I needed the peace of mind to be confident to like pass it on. So I guess that's one pinpoint. I was so drawn to it because it just seems so organized and like easy, straightforward, but like so like it was just so organized. They know exactly what they're doing and talking about, and they just hit all the boxes of what I was looking for. So I loved the online teaching like method and as well. Like it just had my attention, and I was just really impressed with it. So I love that too. Initially, I was just dealing with like easy stuff like coconut oils or butters and essential oils. And that was sort of it. Whereas I still remember the first time where I made my first lotion in the course, right? And just even watching the two phases blend, like you're like, this is going to work. I don't understand. And then just seeing it like blend and you're like, whoa, that's lotion. It's white. Oh my God, look at it. And, like my mind was blown. I don't know. It was just, it's cool to see how it works. And I obviously like I understand, like I'm not a scientist by any means, but I get the science now, or at least I'm more comfortable with that science. Obviously there's a genuine interest. So I'm, my attention span is like there and I'm into it, but like, don't ask me about any other kind of, sciencey sort of, or don't ask me like how it actually works, but I just know it works. And yeah, it's super cool. It is frustrating, but I do also love trying to figure out, like right now, also I'm leaning more towards gels and like looking at hyaluronic acids and working with that. Your tools have given me the ability to research and look into this more and to figure it out. So I just sort of, I like going for it and trying to figure it out. And whereas before I just had no clue at all. I just love that I know exactly what I'm putting into it. I love that I have the control. Right now, I like a lot of people, like I have a lot of regulars, and it all obviously started out with like people in my community and my friends and stuff are a big part of the people who buy my product. And it sounds so cheesy, but it's so true in the sense that like on the face of the product, but like it's me, like they trust me. And I'm putting that forth. Like, you're not going to get anything but like, I don't know, me as a person. It's like, I'm, looking for the best, trying the best. I want it to be the safest. I just want it to be a really good quality product. And that's what I love is that I have the control. Because then another thing, the reason why I started too is like, I can buy the natural products, on the shelves. But I just sometimes found that reading the ingredients, like, they would just lose me by like the 8th sort of ingredient. And some of them are genuine and great, but some of them aren't. And they would, squeeze things in that like either shouldn't be there, doesn't need to be there, fluffs it up, or because they want to make a cheaper product, right? I love having the control of that and like having the transparency. So Coco-Bare. So Coco initially started because I was working with cocoa butter, coconut oil, and actually like cacao or cocoa. Because initially I was looking for a self tanner without the DHEA, whatever that big word is, that turns your skin, orange or gold, whatever. So the cocoa and then the Bare obviously is just like Bare Essentials. So that was like the literal sort of name. And then after that, like I'm trying to be as conscious as possible. I get it. Like it's hard because the more conscious is like the more expensive, but I'm definitely vegan. And even like when I do try and color, if I do, trying to be as sustainable as possible, trying to get it from like an ethical source. If I can't, then I won't do it because like the micas are really hard. And that's a lot of research and like looking into it. And, so that is sort of something I need to it's just hard. But anyways, that's my branding. I just, as trying to be as ethical as possible. That's a huge one for me. And then obviously vegan. I'm not personally vegan, but I know people appreciate it. My market initially was, I think, probably just people like me with either general interest or who are sort of like catching on or have a bit of an interest. Because initially I was very conscious of how I scented my lotions, my face cream, and my body cream, because I actually wanted to be like gender neutral. I wanted anyone ever to use it. I didn't necessarily want it to be too flowery. I don't want it necessarily to be too like musky or whatever people assume one way or the other. So sometimes that makes it a little bit difficult too. But I am in sort of a shift right now. I'm finding I'm shifting more, I think, towards skincare for like teens and preteens. And that's also like I have kids in and around that area. I've got nephews who are older and I'm seeing them using like this, the alcohols and stuff like that on their face. And so I think I'm leaning towards that. That's going to be like a new year sort of, I'm working on it, but I am shifting, I think, towards that. I think that's a super fun area. I haven't done markets yet, mostly because I just haven't done that leap. It's all online and word of mouth right now. And then a couple local shops like in Burlington downtown. Everyone really likes my radiating facial lotion. So it's aloe vera, and then it's grapeseed oil, pomegranate, rose hip oil, and then lavender, copaiba, geranium, and then vitamin E, and then preservatives. And then it's got erythrulose. So yes, I was looking for kind of like a tanning type lotion when I was first doing all of this. And so I couldn't find it, but I found, so erythrulose, it works with the ketones in your skin. And it creates this golden glow. So it's actually the highest rating kind of ingredient I use in any of my products. Usually I aim for 1 or EWG certified, but it creates this like glow over time. And so I have it in my body cream and I have it in my face cream. And it's just like a really lovely fluid facial moisturizer that everyone just seems to really love. And the scent is sort of like earthy. It's like lavender and geranium kind of have this nice earthy thing together, like work together. So they really like that. And then I guess I have a body lotion that's similar. It's a little bit thicker, creamier, moisturizing, and it's lemongrass though, with a bit of benzoin and ylang ylang. So it's like not too sweet. It's super fresh and creates the same sort of thing on your body. Just like, again, it's like very gradual. You kind of use it every day, and then maybe in a week or two, you just notice like it's a glow. It's not a tan, but those products I love. And then I also do have a really nice facial oil that people seem to really like. From there, I have a hand cream, and then I have a facial lotion without the erythrulose, and it's good. Yeah. I'm totally going to deep dive into the tween and teen thing because I just have to figure out, I have like a cleansing lotion plan, but I'm going to work on my gel, which is what I mentioned to you earlier. I just kind of like need to refine that. And I just want to do a deep dive into that because I do think it's like, it's a really fun, cool niche because I'm right there with my kids. And I do feel it like, if any, like talk about getting them set on the right path. Like not only do you have them sort of a little bit, aware of like taking care of their face and stuff, but also aware of the actual stuff that you're putting on your skin. So I'm excited about that. So that's what I'd like to do. All I can say is, and what I repeat to everyone, I'm like, as long as I'm moving forward, happy, like it just you have good days and you have bad days, but like just keep taking those steps forward, even if it's like the smallest little step one day. And then, maybe in a week or two, you're taking like bigger steps or whatever. But I just find the journey is so, I don't know, like obviously you have mishaps. And I've mentioned like, you're going to lose money, you're going to make big mistakes, and you're going to have to flush things down the toilet, and it's going to suck and feel really crappy, but you just have to keep moving forward, believe in yourself, like just take the steps forward, no matter how big or small. That is just what I say. Like, yes. I'm so passionate about it. And it's definitely something I feel comfortable and confident talking about. I love having this project. I've had so much wonderful support and feedback, and I'm definitely grateful. And I do have, I have this awesome opportunity where I can work on this and focus on it. So I'm just grateful. And I love sharing, I love sharing what I know with people if they want to hear.